Welcome back, everyone.
Hey friends, today we are unboxing a new MIDI keyboard.
This is the Vangoa Beatmakers for music production. It's a 25-key MIDI pad that's perfect for beginners, or at least so it says. I'm going to open it up and find out. First off, let's look at the packaging. Sleek, professional, great, love it. Looks pretty simple. We've got a user manual right on top. We love it. Sometimes we even read it. It's super lightweight, which means it's probably super portable, which is great because I'll need it on the road, and it's always nice to have a little studio setup when you're touring. Let's unwrap it. Beautiful. I'm so excited for how this is actually going to look with my current white monitors and my whole little studio at the new place. Let's check it out. There are 25 velocity sensitive keys, which is great, and we've got the 8 drum pads that I'm very excited to try out too. Let's get this power cable unwrapped and ready to go. We love a long cable because sometimes I like to sit on the floor and come up with melodies, or sometimes I like to hand the MIDI keyboard off to my co-writer and see what they can come up with. So glad it's pretty long, and we've got here your USB side and then the other side which plugs into the actual MIDI keyboard. Very simple. Just kind of a one-stop here, and then the power button is right next to your input. Okay, we're good to go. Now we just need to plug it into our computer, or actually I'm going to grab my laptop because that's what I work on the most. So we're just going to take that USB side and plug it straight in. I'm going to be using Logic today, which is one of the more popular softwares, DAWs, music production tools that you can get for your computer. If you're using GarageBand, it's super simple. Just go ahead and open it up. I'm just going to play around here so I can check out the responsiveness of the keys. I think it's really important, especially as a piano player, that you like the feel of the MIDI keyboard, that it's responding quickly, that there's not a ton of latency or anything like that. Things to look for in a MIDI keyboard if you're just starting out, if this is your first MIDI keyboard ever. The first thing is, of course, the number of keys, because you can get small to large. You get a full-size MIDI keyboard if you wanted. For me, I wanted something small, and 25 keys is going to be perfect. We're looping it to see how it plays back. Sounds pretty good. Doing a spooky little Halloween song since it is October now. The connectivity is also really important. So USB is standard, and that's what this is. And I love it because I'm not even hooked up right now to my interface or to my monitors. I'm just directly playing into my laptop. And this is something I would be able to travel with, to move around the room, even if I'm just going downstairs to get lunch or something and I have an idea. I love that I can just pick this up and go. Bass. There's a lot of different drum pad options out there. I think 8 is pretty standard and pretty good for what I need. Drum pads are great for beat making, they're great for triggering samples, and of course you have the knobs, faders, and all these other buttons that help you control basically like the software parameters of what you're doing, and they can really add some cool effects. When it comes to price, I've looked at so many different MIDI keyboards. I've played a lot of different MIDI keyboards in songwriting sessions too. I think when it comes to price, you want to find something that is a good balance between your budget and a balance between the features that you really want to have, especially if you're trying to find your style or your sound. Something I've noticed with studio equipment is the more high-end stuff you get, the more complications you have. And if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend starting with some beginner gear. Get the basics, get a good understanding for what you're using and why you're using it, and really understand the tools. And then from there, you can of course upgrade. I think for the price, this Vangoa MIDI 25 key is great. It's really ideal for a beginner, and I'm excited to play around with it. If you'd like to see more unboxings and reviews, please like and subscribe, and do leave some questions and comments below. I would love to get back to you, and I will be playing around with this quite a bit. So leave your questions below and I will get back to you. See you next time.